What's up, guys? Up working at the farm on the Traco, putting a culvert in. Anyway, this last video I did, the world's worst bow build, is a fun video I wanted to do for a long time. I think, I did it to prove a point. I think some people might have missed the point a little bit, and they're taking it and going 100 mile an hour with it. Like, you don't need to tune your bow. You don't need to have good equipment. And that was not the point of the video. The point of the video was it's more important to be a great shot. Obviously, if you have a great setup, you have newer gear that's easier to shoot, easier to tune, it makes being a great archer way easier. And I would never take that bow and compete with that setup because I could never win with it. My point was that you can take a terrible setup and still shoot really well. That doesn't mean you don't need to spend time tuning or spend time getting your setup right, or that there's better gear out there, because there is. I'm shooting the newest gear. I'm tuning my bows. I'm doing all that stuff, but I just see a lot of people doing more of that than they do of practicing. And I was trying to get the point across. It's way more important to work on yourself once you have a good setup. That doesn't mean don't worry about anything to do with your bow or how your arrows are flying or if the spine's right. That doesn't mean that. I think you should know all that and get that right. My point was, if you have a great bow and it's tuned and everything is right on it, and you can't hit a paper plate at 40 yards consistently, it's probably not the bow's fault, and you probably don't need to go start messing with it. You need to really spend some time on yourself. That was kind of the point. Spend more time practicing. But I still think you need to know how to do things, work on your bow, what's right, what causes what problems, because you're never going to see your full potential until you do that. But you're also definitely never going to see any potential if you don't practice. But that was my point. But I appreciate all the comments that I've heard about that video constantly since we launched it. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's the last one we dropped on YouTube, called the world's worst bow build. So thank you guys. Have a good day. Go practice.